Man, make sure you guys set some gratitude today because you guys are alive. Some people didn't even get to see the sunshine today. So make sure you guys set some gratitude. In today's video, we got Cole Hashteen. Hashteen. Um, I'm just call you Cole. Yeah, I'm subscribed. I fuck with his videos. I fuck with Cole and shit, you know. He be dropping very educational videos. Very good videos as well. So if you guys haven't checked them out, make sure you go check them out. And let's get straight into this video. And yes, I'll be pausing, so if you guys don't want to pause, so click the fuck out. So let's get it. My reaction.
What is authenticity, and what does it really mean to be authentic? The more you try to dissect this question, the more that you get lost when trying to find the answer. At its most basic form, being authentic is about being real and genuine. It's about not being a copy of something or someone else. But how can we ever be sure that what we're doing isn't a copy of something? In the past, I've frequently had thoughts arise in my mind that I've considered to be authentic, and I've presented them in my videos based off of that notion, only to later remember that it had actually been something that I learned months ago that had been stored in my subconscious until now. The truth is, most of the thoughts and feelings we have on a daily basis are a byproduct of all the things we've consumed over the years. But I feel as though more than ever, people are becoming more and more comfortable with lacking any sort of real authenticity and challenging mainstream ideas and facts. That's because fitting in does...
Yeah, man. Man. I ran into a lot of people like just by the energy, you could tell who's faking the funk, man, and that's just so annoying. And you gotta stay the fuck away from those people. Trust me, stay the hell away from those type of people, man. If you feel like something is off about the energy, man, get the fuck away from them, man, because they not being authentic. They trying to be someone who they's not, man. Like for example, man, I was at work, right? At FedEx, I worked at FedEx. Man, I had this guy. I'm not gonna say no names, bro. But bro, you could straight out tell he's faking the funk, man. Like, man, I'm not even. But you guys get the point.
The brain deems to be the most important thing for us. It guarantees us safety. By following the crowd, you garner a feeling of acceptance and importance.
Number one thing you do not want to do: follow the crowd. Let me repeat myself: do not follow the crowd. Never follow the crowd, man. The crowd is lost. Man, bro, man. You guys gotta understand that the crowd is following the matrix, the things that these higher ups are making. Yeah, they're basically following the trend. They're basically lost, man. They don't know who they are, man. I'm pretty much sure they're depressed, so you don't want to be those type of people, man. Focus on yourself.
I think that makes most people miserable. It is devastating to me to know how many people are living a certain lifestyle simply because they don't want to disappoint their parents or they want to establish a better connection.
Also with this, man, you're gonna get hate from your parents, man, because bro, you're doing what you want to do. You're following your own path, to your life. And some people will get mad because you're not doing what they do or what the matrix wants you to do. So just keep that in mind.
With most other humans. A lifestyle that doesn't at all match with who they truly are and what they truly want to do. But unlike what I usually preach on this channel, if you've been like this up until this point, then it's really not your fault if you haven't been consciously aware of it. And that is
because it's really not you guys' fault, man. We were born into this matrix, into this false reality, man. It's not your guys' fault, man. As long as you guys are willing, as long as you guys are aware of it, man, you guys are chilling.
We live in a society. Nah, but actually, people just don't know any better. They're oblivious to their programming. Practically all of us went through the same education system. You know what they teach us in modern education? How to think like someone else. But we're all taught to think like that same someone else that's in our textbooks, so we go throughout the majority of our teenage and young adult years all acting and thinking like the same person or people we had learned about. What traditional schooling doesn't teach you, and what it will probably never teach you, is how to think for yourself and how to think outside of the box. This is something that I try to practice with almost everything I do, but its importance was explicitly reminded to me when I rewatched the movie Dead Poets Society starring starring Robin Williams. I personally believe this is a must-watch for every single young man out there. I'm sure it would make an impact on you no matter what you identify as, but the entire movie is based around a young teenage male friend group, so that's why I specifically say guys. The movie follows a group of teenage guys attending a very prestigious high school. Out of all of the students who graduate, 75% end up going to an Ivy League. Attending the school requires you to sleep on campus, the coursework is rigorous, uniforms are required, and you have a very tightly knit schedule with every other student. Basically, everybody looks and talks and behaves the same way in this school. That is, until Robin Williams' character, Mr. Keating, takes the open job as an English teacher. From the start of the movie, you get the sense that Robin Williams' character is a big nonconformist, considering he makes his students rip out the introduction to their poetry textbooks on the first day.
Rip out the entire page. Rip! Shred! Tear! Rip it out!
And what's equally as important is what he tells all of his students on that first day, which seems to be the main theme of the movie. Carpe diem, or translated to English,
Carpe diem. That seize the day.
it means to make every day count, take risks, and live life the way you want to, because eventually you'll just be
Food for worms, lads.
Exactly what he's saying. So basically, seize the day. Live life like it's your last day. Man, if you were put on this, if you knew today was your last day, how would you live your life? Would you go work for someone else? Would you do shit that wouldn't benefit you at all? Or would you at least go, do something different? For sure you'll do something different. Knowing it's your last day, man, you'll go talk to the people who you go visit your family, man, the people who are close to you, doing things that you never done before, like just knowing it's your last day, man. You're probably not gonna be doing the same things you guys do as a regular day.
A group of teenage guys shows a particularly strong interest in William's character and sets out to know more about him, and they develop a very intimate relationship with him. A relationship that is miles stronger than they are capable of having with any other teacher in this school. Because for the first time, these young guys have a teacher who is truly himself and teaches them that they should do whatever they feel is right in their heart and soul.
Boys, you must strive to find your own voice. Because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all.
And not what their parents and teachers are telling them they should do. Throughout the film, the students in this group start living their life without regrets and figuring out what it is they really want to do with their lives.
Found it. Found what? What I want to do right now. What's really, really inside of me.
From Midsummer Night's Dream?
This is it.
What is that?
It's a play, Tommy. I'm gonna act.
I don't want to spoil any more than I already have, but
Come on,
it
Cole.
further reinforced the idea that I had in my head that the happiest people are the ones that do whatever the hell they want and not what everyone else is doing. And I truly believe this is what's necessary until society.
That's a fact, man. Because when you live for someone else, bro, I'm telling you from experience, bro, your life is going to be hell, bro. Like, trust me, do not live for anyone else. Think for your own and live on your own terms, man.
Figures out a way to cure itself. Because fitting in is practically like a disease these days. Young
People with ADHD.
That's a fact. Fitting in nowadays is a disease.
teens and adults have more mental illnesses than ever before, and I think a large part of that can be attributed to the decline of free thinking. It's now considered cool to be depressed, lazy, miserable, and tired all the time.
Bro, I cannot relate so much to this, man. Like, bro, man, that's crazy, man. Juice WRLD, man, shout out. Man, I'm not trying to throw any bad names on Juice WRLD, man, but he really got them youth fucked up, man, by saying all his depressed ass music, man. And I used to be one of them, man. Trust me.
What is considered to be cool? Consider me the biggest loser on the planet. When I started to get more into spirituality and reaching my true self back when I was in college, I had convinced myself that I had become free from societal expectations. But really, I was kidding myself. I still wanted to feel liked. I was scared of what might happen if I decided to become my raw self, and that translated into the type of YouTube videos that I was making at the start of my channel. There was nothing really special or unique about them. I'd read a book or article online written by someone else, and I'd regurgitate it through video format. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 tips to feel and look more attractive. You know when I started to see actual success on YouTube? When I stopped consuming practically all self-help content. When I finally stopped watching self-help content, I finally found my unique voice within this niche. Instead of looking for the answers in external things and people, I looked within and brought a fresh perspective to my content. Now, this isn't to say there is nothing to learn outside of yourself, because obviously there absolutely is. But the main thing I try to teach you in a lot of my videos is to question your pre-existing notions and beliefs and challenge the status quo. Since you were young, your parents have said stuff like, don't do that, don't drop out of school, play it safe, don't embarrass yourself. And when you ask why, they say something similar or are unconsciously referring to because I or other people consider that to be bad. And this is what everyone else is doing. Now, what if you tried the opposite? Seriously, try this. Whatever you've been doing or thinking is the right way to go about things, try doing the exact opposite.
And honestly, there is no right or wrong, man. It's just like, you know, I feel like the definition, I feel like something that I think is bad may not be something bad to the other person. Something that I may think is good may not be good to the other person. So it's all in your, you know, all your perspective. So man, like, you know, yeah, it's all in your perspective.
Day and see what happens. Constantly confront what has been instilled to you as truth. And
Loud ass policeman, bro.
I recommend you do this even with science. Yes, science. I'm not a science denier. I believe in science. Science saves lives. Science improves our lives, well, mostly. But the thing is,
I feel like science do, but there's also like scientists that are hired from like the government to like ruin the world and shit, man. Shout out to the scientists who are actually benefiting the world, man. Shout out.
people don't really understand what science is these days. They think that if they find a peer-reviewed study of something online, that they are objectively right and they will always be right. And they'll never try to change their mind because of that study. Again, I am not a science denier. I'm someone who understands that science is meant to be questioned and reevaluated. Yep. Hell, we used to encourage athletes to smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes were endorsed by doctors. And you think we shouldn't question science for the rest of eternity? But unfortunately, in recent years, science has done the opposite and created very closed-minded thinkers. This can be said about when I talk about nofap and retention. I constantly get comments on those videos like, don't listen to this guy. There's no scientific evidence to back it up. Okay, so there's not. That doesn't mean it doesn't completely work. Why don't you give it a try?
Exactly.
But unfortunately, those are the people that are so stuck in...
I feel like people nowadays believe anything on the internet. Man, if your ass don't go out and experience that shit that they actually talking about, man, I suggest you shut the fuck up, because people believe the internet nowadays. I feel like to the shit I say is from experience. So whatever I've gone through is what I believe in. And that's how you guys should live too. Live from what you experience.
Conformity bubble that they'll never give themselves a chance to try it. They'll never not conform or challenge scientific studies or any other belief that's believed to be true by most people. What if for once you decided to step outside of the norm and do the opposite of what everyone else was doing or is saying you should do? What if, instead of basing your entire judgment on whether you see a movie or not on its Rotten Tomatoes score, you saw the movie anyways? Because seriously, fuck Rotten Tomatoes. That's one of the prime examples of not listening to the crowd sometimes. There are gems of movies sitting in the dark thanks to the Rotten Tomatoes score, and there is a gem of yourself that is sitting in the dark thanks to your unwillingness to break conformity. What I've found is that the people who decide to break conformity are either absolutely loved, adored, and idolized, or vehemently despised and hated. There's no in between. But whether you love them or hate them, your reason for feeling that way is the exact same. That reason being that you secretly wish you could be like that person. Not exactly like that person, of course. Not with all the same characteristics, features, likes, and dislikes. But deep down, you also wish you had the guts to step outside the norm, think for yourself, and stop worrying what others think. So why not take that leap and seize the day? Thank you to all the patrons on this channel on Patreon. If you don't know what this is,
Appreciate you, Cole, man. Dude, man, really watch this video, man. I'm for sure gonna link the original video, man. But the shit that he was saying, man, is so true, man. Like, bro, if you follow if you follow other people's life, man, if you want to be like other people, you're only just gonna ruin yourself. You're here on this planet for one reason only: to express yourself, to be who you really are, be authentic, have pride in the things you like, and if you don't like, and if you want to have pride in it, and if you guys are doing something that you guys don't have pride in and you deeply don't like it, man, quit. Stop doing it. It could be whatever, man. Like if you smoking, man, if you know whenever you smoke, man, you get lazy and procrastinate and shit like that, man. You gotta stop that shit right now, bro. But yeah, I'm kind of getting off topic here. Don't follow the crowd. Trust me, you will be hated once you start stepping into your purpose, man, into your own path, man. You will be hated by your, man, to be honest, from experience, man, you will be hated by, I won't say hated, man, but you will be like, definitely like, your parents will be tripping, you know, like, no, you're supposed to do this, man, this is how we do it, this is how they do it, man, we have to do what they do. Like, no, fuck the government, fuck whoever running this system, man. I'm doing whatever I want to do, you feel me? Like, man, if I feel like going outside for a run, man, I'm gonna go outside for a run, man. If I feel like doing this, man, I'm gonna do that. You feel me? Like, yeah, man. Like, it's just crazy, man, how fucked up this world is, man. Like, man, we need more people out there, man, to start spreading knowledge, man, to start spreading the truth, man. Because, man, honestly, if we don't do this, man, the world is going to hell. Straight up, man. We need to educate our youth. Do all these types of shit. And also I want to talk on another, I want to touch another thing that he was saying, that basically be you, and being yourself, it will be uncomfortable. Trust me, from experience, man. Being myself was uncomfortable in the beginning. Like, I was never myself, man. I was someone who I never was. And finally stepping into who I really am, man, it was uncomfortable, man. It will probably most likely be the same for you guys. So just keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing, man. Live your life, man. Live your life. Fuck what everyone else gotta say, man. Do what makes you happy, man. If you know working that job ain't making you happy, man, quit that shit and start your own business, man. Start your own YouTube channel, you know. Do what you want to do. Be authentic and be real. Do not fake the funk, man, because it's only hurting yourself, to be honest. It's only hurting yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below, share this video, and I'm out. Peace.